Well, hi, Amanda.
Well, hi. You weren't impatient. You let the thing play this time. Good job.
I did. I did. I'm learning to
It's
be
only episode
patient.
74, you know?
I know. It's fine. Well, not a lot of catching up to do because you already know how this works. We're trying to shoot two in a day. So if you did not catch last week's episode, that is part one of Am I the Asshole series. We are working our way through Reddit r/ Am I the Asshole and related r slashes. Because they're not all from that one particular thing. Um, yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're gonna do part two of that today.
Yeah.
Welcome to it. We're a podcast. We're best friends and we're dumb, and we like to come on
I
here and
mean,
talk about dumb things.
I literally just spilled a bag of chips all over the floor right before we hit record, so I'm just seeing this
Yeah,
whole bag of crumbs and everything that I gotta vacuum up
yeah.
after this.
I watched it happen in real time
Yep.
because she just turns and I see the whole chip bag go out, and I'm like, "Oh no, you just spilled that whole bag of chips, didn't you?" And she's like, "Well, it wasn't full, but yeah."
Yeah.
It's not good. Anyway, we're two best friends navigating the neuroverse together because we are living in a neurotypical world. We are not neurotypical girls. Amanda, we already told them what we're talking about, which is Reddit r/
Yeah.
Am the Asshole. We are reacting. Our reactions
Mm-hmm.
to r/ Am I the Asshole posts. So let's dive in because maybe we'll get a few more done this time. We did not get near as far as I thought we were going to, which is fine because I'd rather have too much shit to go through and maybe do this again in some episodes later than not have enough shit to talk about. So I'm going to refresh my page. Um, and we're gonna kick it off. I can read a few if you'd like me to.
Okay.
Because you did a lot of reading last time, and thank you for that because my eyeballs hurt. But I got enough caffeine in me. Some fluid has left my body. So my eyeballs are feeling a little better. We're gonna kick it off with this first one.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all are watching, you can see we have subtitles up for you so y'all can see what's going on. If you're listening, just get fucking buckle up. Here we go. Am I the asshole for inviting my son's entire class, except for one child, because of his autism? Newsflash. Yes, you
Yeah.
fucking are. Like, yes, you
That's
fucking
that's it.
are.
Yeah, basically this post is 5 years old, and I told Nikki that because I didn't pick this one, but I was like, I remember this story. Like it's been all over social media like multiple times. Basically, this post is just good. Like spoiler alert, it's gonna be 6,500 people commenting, "Yes, you're the fucking asshole." So
Yeah. It's 18,000
votes.
votes on it, one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Um, anyway, here we go. This asshole writes, my son's 10th birthday is next Saturday, and me and my husband have been planned a party for him. I mean, clearly the asshole can't fucking type either. Have planned a party for him. To make sure we gave everyone enough time, we got invitations ready 2 weeks in advance, and I had my son pass them out on Friday. We invited everyone in his class. He goes to a small private school, so there were only 15 kids to invite, except for one child we'll call David. The school my son goes to, has a program for special needs kids where they are put into a normal, quote unquote, class once a week. David is a high functioning autistic child who was put in my son's class to help him socialize and to help other kids learn not to discriminate against special needs people. Apparently,
So
you, ma'am, have not learned to fucking listen. Sorry.
yeah, apparently you need to sub into this class as well.
We're gonna breathe because we gotta read. We're gonna breathe because we gotta read. I'm already raging just reading this. Okay. From what I know about him and his mother, they are just doing their best, and I have nothing against either of them. However, there have been incidents with David before. Last year, through friends, I had heard that David had a meltdown at another party where he was invited to. I don't know if I believe it, but parents who were there say it was because he wanted to open presents like the birthday boy, and when told no, he freaked out. There are other logistical problems as well. Party will be in a loud arcade, so in the end, I decided not to invite David. Well, after my son passed out the invitations, this person can't spell. Word spread around that we had excluded the special needs child in his class, as it will. This got back to David's mother, who called me last night and confronted me about this. Good for you, ma'am. She told me that I am awful for excluding her son and that I'm teaching my son to discriminate. When I brought up the logistics and the past incident, she told me that I'm an asshole for assuming what her son can and can't do before hanging up. I woke up this morning to a passive-aggressive post by her, and many other parents are siding with her. I just want my son to have a good party and didn't mean anything by this. Am I the asshole? Bitch! Bitch! Yes, you are. Yes, you are the fucking asshole. And good on you, mama, for fucking calling that bitch and telling her who the fuck she is to her face. Yes, ma'am. We stand you. That is how you stick up for your babies. Oh, that makes people like this make me so mad. Don't fucking assume. If you have concerns, reach out to that child's parent. Explain the situation. Say, we'd love to invite your child, but we want to let you know what this is so that you can make the decision before we pass out invitations. And then I will make sure that the invitations are passed out when your child is not there if you decide he cannot make it to this event so that he does not feel left out. But that's leaving the choice in the parents' fucking hands and protecting the child from the decision if it's not something that child can handle based on their parents' assessment of the situation. That is how you handle this. You don't handle this by passing out fucking invitations to an entire class except for one fucking kid, you dumb bitch. I digress.
Especially, like, you seem surprised that word got around. You literally said it's a small school. Like, there's only 15 kids. You don't think that the kid would, like, people wouldn't realize it? Like, oh, you didn't give an invitation.
For real?
David? So, not only are you rude, you're also dumb. Like, you're also dumb.
Hence, dumb bitch. It applies here. Oh my god. Who does this shit? I know this is 5 years ago, but there's no excuse for this. This is still modern era living, okay? Like, there's no excuse for this bullshit, okay? This is the parent that caused the things to come home that says if you're not passing out a Valentine to every kid, you can't bring them. Period. End of story. Like, that should be fucking, like just common sense, but it's not.
It would be different if it was like your son invited the 5 friends he has in class, and then
that's it.
10 other people. But
correct.
Like, it'd be different.
But then you're also not passing them out in front of everyone in fucking class either that way.
Right.
Rude. Sorry. I'm mad about this because I have babies, and this shit bothers me because my autistic kid could be in this fucking situation, and that shit pisses me off. And I have, as a kid, been in this situation in a classroom where I've watched everyone in the classroom get a fucking invitation except me and maybe 2 other kids because we were the kids nobody fucking liked. So that's some bullshit, and you're a dumbass bitch, and you are the asshole, and you deserve every one of these 18,000 comments that says you're a fucking asshole. Do better, bitch. I hope you've learned and do better.
Right.
Moving the fuck on, because if I don't, I'm gonna be mad this entire goddamn episode. Do you have anything to input before we move on? Because I have to stop talking or I'm gonna be real mad.
No, I basically just agree because, like you said, I've been in there. It's kind of like how, remember back in, like, junior high and high school, I don't know if they still do this now, where you could, during Valentine's Day, like, buy carnations to give to people, and like, and when you're sitting there in the class and you don't receive anything, like,
it's
like, ouch.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
And then the different colors meant different things. So if you got like a white one, you knew it was from your friend. Everyone knew you got one from a friend and it wasn't from a love interest. And God forbid that that flower wasn't red. God forbid that that flower wasn't red.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, God forbid. I don't know how it was with like with you, but like, did we do this in high school? When did we do this? Was it high school?
I know at least junior high. I feel like it maybe at least a couple years in high school.
Yeah, junior high, high school, whatever, one of the two. I remember this very vividly, and I think only ever receiving a couple of carnations one time, and that was from friends. But also, you had to have money to buy these things, and not everybody had money to buy flowers, and they were like $5 a flower or some astronomical bullshit. They weren't cheap. So people weren't out here just buying fucking $5 flowers for your fucking friends and shit, you know? So anyway, moving on. What it was okay.
This
moving
is
on.
This is one I picked. This is from this month. It was 26 days ago. Okay.
Okay.
It says, "Am I the asshole for leaving my autistic friend at Disney during a meltdown? I have had a 30-year-old autistic female friend who I went to Disney with one day. She is single and has no kids. I have a 1-year-old. We drove separate cars to the park that day, and from the moment we arrived, she started dictating what we would be doing and which rides we would go on first, and when we would get food/drinks, etc. This was fine until about 8 hours into the day when I suggested we go on a different ride than what she wanted. She told me it wasn't in her plan and we needed to follow the plan. I'm annoyed at this point because I'm lugging around a 1-year-old and trying to accommodate both of their needs. I followed her plan for a couple more hours to keep the peace. So basically, you're already here for 10 hours, damn. But then my child needed food, so I insisted we deviate from the plan so I can get something to fuel myself and the kid. My friend lost it at this point. She started crying and saying how I didn't understand her. I wasn't sensitive at all. I told her it felt like I was at Disney with a baby and a 4-year-old. At that point, she sat down on the ground and refused to get up. I just left and walked away. I got some food and coffee and then I drove home. I do realize there were better ways to handle this, but I am probably an impatient asshole. I might be an ableist too. After all, I did desire taking the easy way out by not dealing with it. If we had taken the same car, I wouldn't have left her. I would have called her mom and told her to pick her up."
Okay, I have thoughts. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Before we get to the comments, obviously your friend does not have good coping skills. And I say this as someone who had like a little slight meltdown on our way to the Avatar and concert thing, where I just was fucking over it. Did I keep driving and get us there? Yes. But I had my little like 5 minutes, let me just freak the fuck out right now. And then just carried on, you know? But the point, like obviously this lady seems more autistic than me, because the fact that she sat on the ground and did not get up as if she is a toddler, right? So she obviously doesn't really have much like good coping skills.
Right.
And obviously she's probably overstimulated because you're already at the park for 10 hours, according to your timeline.
And if they hadn't eaten, that means she hadn't eaten.
Right. I mean, I'm assuming they eaten at some point, but at least at the point that if they started, say, I don't know when Disney World opens, like, say 8 a.m. Like, say 8 a.m., so, like, you know, so it'd be 6 o'clock at night at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they had lunch, but if they were going to go get dinner, say 6 o'clock. But yeah, I see both sides. Like, yeah, her friend might not be able to help the fact of like, we have to follow the schedule, and if I don't, I'm gonna freak out. But then this friend does not, basically, it's not this friend's fault. Like, they spent 10 hours like dealing with this. No, I'm not dealing with this in like in a negative way, just like, you know, being with her friend, you know, handling her friend, whatever. So I feel like she would be an asshole if they drove and she just left her, but they drove separately, so it's not like her friend had no way of getting home either. So I feel like at that point you're kind of just like, well, I'm looking out for my kid. My kid's tired. I'm tired. I'm just gonna go home. It's not like she just abandoned her friend at Disney World with no
Right.
way home. So, what are your thoughts on it?
Okay, my thoughts are I'm going to make a dangerous assumption here, and y'all can like slap my wrist later if you want to, but I'm going to assume that this person is level 1 autistic, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Which would indicate higher functionality. Simply because this person can operate a vehicle, right? They can go to Disney World and
Have
all
a
of that
plan
good jazz.
and like
And
plan
have a
everything.
plan, make a plan, and stick to plan, right? So I'm assuming this person is level 1, okay? I would agree with you that their coping skills are shit. Either because they were not given the um, proper, framework for that. Maybe they were not raised in a household that was accepting of their neurodivergence and their autism, and that they were not given what they needed to succeed. We see that a lot in especially level 1 autistics. We're level 2, higher. I'm going to use functioning language. Sorry, higher functioning level 2s. When it comes to their, like, I would say their like day-to-day life. So the fact that they can operate a car, they can eat for themselves, all that shit, right? Like they can cook, they can pick up after themselves for the most part. Their emotionality is not where it should be for their age, okay? So she's 30. That's what this person said. So clearly, her cognitive functioning and her ability to emotionally regulate herself is not at the level of a 30-year-old, which happens a lot in autism of all levels, okay? However, if you are friends with this person well enough to know that the person you're going to Disney World with has a baby, right? You're the autistic person, okay? If you're the autistic person, and you know you need to stick to a plan, right? In order to get through your day, but you're going with somebody else and you don't consider that other person, the fact that that person has a baby, which I would still consider a 1-year-old a fucking baby, and that the baby alone is not going to give a fuck about your plan, right? Because it's a baby and that's what they do.
Because it's a baby?
Yeah, because it's a baby, right? Like that's what they don't give a fuck about your plans. They're hungry now. They shit now. They
They're
pissed
tired
now.
now.
Like
They're
they're
tired
tired
now.
now, right? Like you don't get to plan around a
I
fucking
take nap
baby.
right here. I take nap right here.
Right. My God, the fact that that baby got through fucking Disney World for 10 motherfucking hours and the mom didn't have a goddamn meltdown and sit down on the floor and cry, I'm surprised. Okay? Like, that's a brave bitch to go with an autistic friend who insists on sticking to a goddamn plan and have to lug around your fucking 1-year-old in goddamn Disney World. Okay? That woman put up with the utmost that day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then if your 30-year-old friend, who is obviously functioning enough to get her ass to here, create a fucking plan, I understand that she probably was overstimulated. There's probably a lot of things, red flags missed, that she was probably hungry. She probably didn't plan for food. She probably didn't plan for her being overstimulated, needed a break because she was excited about being at Disney. Like, I'm sure there was a lot of shit and a lot of factors that go into that. But you did not think about basic level, have empathy for, and think about the other person you're going with.
Especially like even as her like, hey, I want to ride on this ride, and you're just refusing. It's even if you just take the baby out of the equation, like I want to ride this ride, they're like, well, it's not in the plan. It's like, okay, but you're not the only person here.
Right. And the fact that you were able to make a plan and didn't even consider that other person, didn't even like, okay, when you and I go places, right? You are a mega planner. And I know that about you. You like to know what the street view looks like. It helps you to feel comfortable to know like how close of walking distance are things. Like you want to see what's around you. That makes you feel more safe when it comes to going somewhere else, right? You look at the menu before we ever go to the restaurant. Same, right? When we're going somewhere together, because I'm less like I'm a little more now more planny than I used to be, but because I was much more fly by the seat of my fucking pants and still am in comparison to you, I default to you on, okay, you need a plan, but you still consider me because I have a lot of things that have to come in consideration. Right? Like, yes, you need a plan, but you know that I might have to deviate from the plan because, like, when we were driving, I said, I'm really sorry. I know we're really close, but I have to stop because I have to pee. I can't hold my bladder anymore. I can't. It was go pee or piss in the car. Right? Like, so you had to deviate from the plan, and it made us a little bit late. And then we got stuck in major traffic, but like, you had to consider me and I had to consider you, right? We can't just make our own fucking plans as two separate people when we're supposed to be doing something together.
And not consider the other person by any stretch
Correct.
of imagination. Like, because like it sounds like their friend, the autistic one, it sounds like she, like, when she made her plan, she did not really get her friend's input. Maybe she did, and this person's not, you know, telling that information. We're just going based on what, like, her side of the story. So it sounds like, I want to go on all these rides, I want to go to each of these places, and I don't give a fuck at what, you're just gonna follow me along. It's like, if you're gonna do that, then just go by yourself. Like, if you're, like, maybe your friend didn't want to input anything, like, oh, you make the plan, and I'll just go along with it. And then, like, your friend, like, you know, your friend is more like you, where, like, the friend is more like you, the person that posted it, where it's like, oh, well, I didn't really want to input anything, but now I want to do this. And the person's like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, that's not in the plan.
Right.
That's not how to adult. And I understand autistic brain different, obviously. Like, I get upset when plans change. I don't throw a public tantrum when plans change.
Right.
But
you also have empathy for other people. And you could know that, like, in that moment, hey, this woman's child is hungry, right? And she needs to go feed the kid and herself because she's been carrying around this baby all fucking day and catering to your every fucking desire by following a plan you fucking put here. Like, it just feels very,
selfish.
What am I looking for? Selfish to me. And I know that that's something we get labeled with a lot in our community, so I want to use that word, like, lightly, because again, we don't know these people. We only know one side of the story. God only knows what exactly went wrong or what happened, but, like, I just think that this is a situation where you have an autistic person who maybe did not have the correct communication skills or the correct coping mechanisms, and definitely did not have a level of empathy that was required to be consideration. There we go. The other person. To considering the other person and their needs of the person, the people that they were going with. So I don't know. I'm just
like the top reply has 9,000 upvotes. Said, not the asshole. I'm 22 and I'm autistic. Having a set plan and sticking to the plan is something that can be so important for a lot of autistic people, but it's not okay to dictate that everyone else must follow that plan. You had to look after your baby and yourself. If your friend couldn't understand that, then they're not a good friend. And then someone replied, exactly. Plus, if you're such a stickler for planning and absolutely cannot deviate even a tiny bit without having an absolute meltdown, then you should be doing Disney on your own, which is what I said. Parents, people in general, deviate from plans all the time. If someone can't deal with that, then they shouldn't be in charge of planning for more than just themselves. Yeah. Like, say, okay, you could have even done the whole, like, okay, well, you want to do that ride. Well, I want to do this ride. How about you go do that ride and I'll go do this ride? Like, we'll take a 30-minute break from each other, 30-minute, hour, whatever, and we'll just do our own thing and we'll meet back up here at 7:00 or whatever. Like, just do that then. So
yeah, that's bananas to me. I mean, I feel like there's not a big amount of consideration there. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, asshole. Okay, my turn.
Yes.
We skipped threatening to kick out my autistic daughter.
Okay, yeah.
Let's do that one.
Okay.
Yeah, this says, am I the asshole for threatening to kick out my autistic daughter? I, Lisa, 36 female, have a daughter Lillian, 18, female. We're just throwing names out there. Lillian
Yeah.
is autistic and got a diagnosis when she was around 16. I always assumed she was just shy. I would assume she was just shy and awkward throughout her childhood, especially since she didn't make an effort to talk to family. I would make her say hello, and she'd just walk away immediately afterwards to sit on her phone somewhere. She's a smart girl, and she was called gifted by her elementary and middle school, so don't we fucking know that moniker.
Mhm.
She has average grades now and seems like she's been left behind socially compared to her peers. Tracks. Her grades turned into C's as soon as she entered high school, and I assumed it was because the workload school was giving her was stressing her out. She always said she was doing homework. Turns out she was playing Roblox the entire time. Lillian prefers to spend time playing Roblox and averages 14 hours of screen time a day. I
Damn.
tried taking her phone away. That's a lot. I tried taking her phone away so she'd do something productive, but she would end up doing nothing at all and just sleep through it. All of her Roblox friends are younger than her, usually ranging from 12 to 15. Ooh, and she's 18. That's sketchy.
Yeah.
Not for any other reason than like that can get you in trouble at some point if you're not careful. Even if you're not meaning to
Yeah.
be
It's just basically
problematic.
she relates to people younger than her, but that can be
Right.
problematic to people that don't know
Yeah.
her. Or, yeah.
Correct. All of Roblox friends are younger than her. Okay, I said that. I asked her why she didn't try making friends her own age at school. She just shrugged. I told her she should at least try and make friends her age online, and she told me it was harder than it looked. I tried to explain that it was weird for you. Okay, she tells her. Weird for younger kids to be friends with someone of her age. And she looked at me and told me that there was nothing wrong with it. And since she didn't have any of their social medias, just that she played with them so she'd have company, I still think that's weird. Now that she's entering her senior year of high school, I was telling her that she should delete all her games and focus on her future. Ooh, that's not the way to handle that. She
Yeah.
doesn't have a job and she can't drive. She got upset and told me that she could focus on both things at once. I told her she could focus on them both if she left my house as soon as she graduated, and she immediately ran off crying. Our family is calling me an asshole now, and they're all against me, even though none of them would help me. So am I the asshole? Okay, first of all, I will just give her only 1 point. Um, it is convenient how everyone can be pissed off at you and tell you all about yourself, but won't ever fucking bother to help you with your kids.
Right.
I can totally hear you on that. And I'm sure it hadn't been easy raising her, but it sounds to me like this mother is just incredibly uneducated about
So she's
autism
obviously a
and
teen mom. She's because she said she's 36 and her
yeah.
daughter's 18, so she's a teen mom.
Yeah, so she's like not very, and this was a year ago, so she's, you know, 37,
Graduating
we'll
now.
say now. She's
Mm-hmm.
only a couple years older than us. So, I mean, she just sounds like she's highly uneducated on autism. So I think that's where we are here. We're in a massive misunderstanding about what her daughter is doing. I do think, however, her daughter probably needed some more structure, which probably was not receiving at home because, again, uneducated about autism. Maybe this situation would have been a little different had we changed up our parenting a little bit, although not everything is always the parent's fault. Um, I just don't think this reaction, while I'm understanding from a parent standpoint that it can be frustrating when you're just trying to do your best and you don't know any other way and trying to get your kid to listen to you and they won't. I understand that that's frustrating, but I don't think it was handled well. And I
I
do think her family should have probably helped her.
I feel like this person, like you said, she doesn't. It seems like she doesn't really have much of a social, like she doesn't have much of a safety net. The people around her, like
Yeah,
her family's not helping; they're
right.
just judging. So, but it's also like this seems like this person's like an all or nothing. Like your kid plays Roblox 14 hours a day. They
Yeah,
obviously, or is like at least on their phone 14 hours a day, which means they're not on their phone 10 hours a day, which probably means like 8 hours of it is sleeping. So there's
right.
2 hours, and so I'm assuming this means like on the weekends because they're in school. So I'm assuming that means that 14 hours not in school. So
Right.
you're an all or nothing because you let your kid get to the point to where they do play. It's not like your kid just all of a sudden decides like, well, I'm going to play on my phone for 14 hours a day. They don't just decide that. Like you had to have used it as a babysitter at some point, meaning she built up this thing where that's where she gets her dopamine from. That's where she gets her social, like, because I was at that, like, I was not necessarily that point, but like I played WoW in high school. I was 15. I had friends that were older. Like, I mean, I just played whoever was in my guild. And so I did have a couple of people that were my age, like that were, and we lived all over the country and the world and stuff. So, but I did let my schoolwork suffer my junior year, especially. I mean, I still got like A's and B's, but I was getting straight A's up to that point because I was playing WoW. So my mom never really like intervened. She just said, I just want school is your job. So mainly just focus on school. But she never like told me to delete the game. She never took away my computer, whatever. She just made sure, she's like, just make sure your homework's done before you get on your computer. Okay.
Right.
And so the fact that your solution, instead of limiting your daughter's screen time, is just delete the game. The game that you have acknowledged is the thing she gets her most joy out of. That's like, say your kid has a favorite book that they just read over and over, like they are obsessed over, and you just decide, well, you know what, I'm gonna just burn the book in front of you. Like, what the fuck? Or like a toy, I'm just gonna break the toy in front of you. And then your other solution, your more severe solution of, well, she's not listening to me, I guess I'll just kick her out. I won't work with her on this. She's not listening to me. I'll just kick her out. And so, like, even the highest rated comment, your daughter has autism, trouble socializing, even with people she knows, trouble with school, no job, no license, and your solution to that is to throw her out onto the streets. Is this some very sadistic attempt to kill your daughter? You're the asshole. So it's like I said, this parent seems like an all or nothing thing. Like, you don't seem to be willing to want to work with your kid. I understand your kid also has to meet you halfway, but you're the parent. So, like, your solution for your kid using her phone too much is to just get rid of her phone. Like, set boundaries. Like, you obviously didn't set boundaries up to this point, and now you're blaming your daughter for not respecting boundaries that you never set up.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that you're now trying to instate when she's an adult.
Right.
And it's like, you can't do that. Like, you can't. And I mean, as a parent, it was coming to that in my house where the kids were getting a little bit too dependent on their, sorry if you can hear my dog, on their devices, and we needed more structure in my house. So both of my children are autistic. I have a level 1 and a level 2 autistic child. So my whole house got the tism, okay? And those boards that we put up on my wall in the dining room, I split that board into 3, the big whiteboard to the far right, and Jordan has one, Noah has one, and Nick has one. They all have a section on the board. And every day after school, when they come home, the first thing they have to do is check their board. And it lists off every one of their expectations, as well as, okay, once you complete these couple things, I write in, you have an hour chill time. So, like, you got to do these things, and then you can chill for an hour. Then you got to do this thing, and then you can chill for another hour. So it's like, it's broken up. And during that chill time, if they want to be on their screens, if they want to be watching TV or whatever the fuck they want to do, that's up to them. That is their free time. And it's like, if you start that shit when they're like 12 and 9 instead of 18, it's a lot easier to work in, and we did have some pushback at first, but you have to learn how to work with the brain that she has, and fucking kicking her out with no fucking job, no license, no ability to even obtain one. Where's she gonna fucking live?
Like, no real life
friends. No school to fall back on. She's not in college. She can't go to the dorms. Like, what are you doing? That is just not the fucking way to go. Like, how about you educate yourself? Get her some support. Because obviously she's not responding to you. So let's find her some fucking support who she'll respond to. And figure it the fuck out. Like, either way, the fucking solution is not to take all of her fucking things away from her and or kick her out of your house. It's just not how you do it. Right. So yes, sorry, that's the asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3 in at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to do the next one? Or did I read that? Or did you? Oh my god, my brain's dying. Yeah. Did I read that or did you read that?
You read that.
Oh my god, okay, your turn. Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna skip the next one that's about autism. I'm gonna find one that is not. Let's see. This one's 15 hours ago.
Yeah, we need a autism break.
Yeah, this one's 15 hours ago. Already has 3.7 thousand comments. So 6.1 thousand reacts. Okay. Am I the asshole for agreeing to divorce my wife when she joked about it? Yesterday, me and my wife were just chilling and watching TV. My wife, all of a sudden, said that she wants a divorce and started laughing hysterically. She was quite drunk. She drinks. I do not. I was shocked when she suddenly asked me for divorce. I've been with her for past 6 years, all this time we spent together, but she never ever asked me for something so absurd. I got angry and said, sure, doors that way, send me papers, but make it fair. See, I would laugh at something like that, but she stopped laughing and got sad. I'm used to her sarcastic questions about it. I would do, oh my god, punctuation, my guy. Are you pregnant? Because you've missed quite a few periods in this. I am used to her.
That was cute.
I am used to her sarcastic questions about it. I would do something like this or that for her, or absurdity like if I would jump off the hill for her, etc. But I never saw this coming my way. Dude, it seems like you're just, I'm not even finished. It sounds like you're just taking this way too fucking serious. But she, this time, got sad and angry and became serious and asked me if I'm for real. I said, I sure am, or sure I am. You want me to leave? If you want to leave me, then leave. I can't stop you, or do you want me to physically stop you? She got very angry and started crying and said that I wouldn't even fight even a little to save our marriage and just agree to divorce without reacting. She asked me, have I stopped loving her? I told her I love her, but if you want to leave me, I won't stop you or beg you. God, this is fucking hard to read.
Yeah.
My wife got very angry and slapped my chest and said, bad husband. Sorry. I don't know why. Bad husband. It's like spraying someone with a water bottle like a cat. I tried to stop her and ask her to talk to me, but she didn't listen to me. She's been ignoring me since yesterday. Today I went to talk to her and she said that I need to become a better man and husband and fight for my wife instead of just agreeing to divorce like a heartless pig. And until I work on myself, she will not talk to me. And she's been ignoring me. She gave me food, sat next to me, but whenever I tried to talk to her, she didn't reply. So she's still making shit for you. I was thinking of apologizing, but I also thought that I don't need to apologize because I didn't do anything wrong. Am I the asshole? I think you guys are kind of both assholes.
The top comment. Read the top comment.
And this is the dumbest shit I've read in some time.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, someone's working on a writing prompt.
Yeah, some say
I legit thought it was going to be the same person. Yeah, it sounds like it's fake. But anyway, so we won't weigh on this too heavily, but yes, that's an asshole move. I mean, you gotta like try a little bit, guys. Don't just be like, I mean, it's one thing if you're joking with your wife made a joke about divorcing you and you don't like that joke, like, because some people don't like that joke.
And like he joked back, but it seems like she's obviously insecure because like it's kind of like someone, it's like trying to seek validation. And he said she's drunk. And if this is real, like we're pretty much determined this is a fake story, but we're gonna treat it as if it's real. So, and this actually happened, and he's not completely lying about this, and he knows English.
Not a bot or something.
Yeah, like this wasn't
very bot.
Yeah, this is written by AI. Especially the fact that he brought up like she was quite drunk. She drinks. I do not. Like, okay, what does that have to do with anything? Like she says, "Oh, she wants a divorce," and she's laughing. Like it'd be different if she's like, "Oh, I want a divorce." She's out of the blue. Like she's obviously laughing. Like she thought I had this whole conversation in her head. And just thought it was fucking hilarious. And then Oh, he said I got angry and said, "Sure, doors that way." So, okay, this, like I said, this post was written as if it was done by a 12-year-old. So I,
Yeah.
or like, I got angry. If he like joked back, like, sure, like, just make it fair for me, that kind of thing. Like, I would be like, okay, asshole, fine, and then like, because I'm really good with that type of humor. But it seems like she was looking for like, oh no, honey, like we're not going to divorce. I love you, and we're going to stay together forever. So it seems like she obviously wanted some sort of validation. I'm just gonna say you're both assholes. That's my take.
Yeah, agreed. I don't yeah. We're going to leave it at that. But I want to read this next one.
What, the one husband with the
Because
housewife?
yeah, because it just when I read it I laughed because
Okay.
I'm like, "Oh, it's me." Did I like in a tired stupor come on here and fucking type out a post? Like it's not me, but like this totally sounds like some shit I would say. In the front the line, not the
Yeah, not the
script. I didn't read
story.
the whole thing. Yeah, not the story. Okay, this one is my husband wants a housewife, but got me instead.
he was bamboozled.
Yeah, he was bamboozled.
A bait
Am I
and
the
switch.
asshole here? A bait and switch, perhaps. Okay. Sorry. Am I the asshole here? I, 30, female, am a work from home mom with 2 children, male 9 and female 1. We also have 3 dogs. Jesus Christ. I recently got married to my husband, 34, male. My youngest is ours, and my son is from a different relationship. Recently, we built our house, and I walk our dogs on leashes multiple times a day because we haven't had a fence installed yet. I also take care of our 1-year-old while I work. My son is also in 2 sports and keeps us pretty busy. Bitch, I'm already tired just reading this fucking
And
first
she
bit,
she works from
okay?
home. And she works from home.
And
Like, it's
she's
not like,
working.
she's a complete stay-at-home mom.
Ugh. Yikes. Okay. Yesterday my husband mentioned that I needed clean our dog's ears. I needed to clean our dog's ears. So I said, "Why can't you do it?" He said, "I'm going to say this once and I mean it. You are home all day."
Oh, sir.
Oh. Oh shit.
Sir,
Oh, okay.
you might as well prepare your will now. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my
He done
god.
he done fucked
That's
up.
Oh, we need that thing that says it was at this moment that he knew he
He
fucked
fucked
up.
up.
Shit. Should I mention that this is his dog that he got before me and I do all the other chores for all 3 of our dogs? Groomers, vet, feed and take them out even when he is home. I was angry and he walked away. He would not have walked away in my house. He would have had 2 broken legs. So, anyway, moving on. He wouldn't have been walking nowhere. Well, this morning I was still angry and he asked if I was still pissed because he didn't say anything crazy and he thinks there's a lot more I can do during the day. Oh shit, not doubling down. Oh, god damn.
Apparently
Oh
sleep
shit.
did not curb his stupidity.
How? Oh, okay, sorry. Ooh, I'm getting nervous for him. You ever get the nervous sweats for
Yeah.
somebody else? Is this man
It's
still
like
alive? How
it's
old
like
is this?
it's like
15 hours ago. Somebody go
it's
check on this man.
it's like secondhand
Oh,
embarrassment, except like secondhand worry.
oh shit. Listen here. Somebody need to do a wellness checkup at this house because this man is missing. He's buried in the backyard with them dogs somewhere. Oh, chow. Okay. Okay. All right. We're going to keep reading. Okay. Okay. Sorry. This guy did not just fucking double down. Okay. Mind you, I work a full-time corporate job from home with our 1-year-old. He said I can make time for the things I want to do instead of the things he needs. I also should mention that I do all of the cleaning, cooking, shopping, and running my son to sports and his dad. I'm assuming to his dad's house. The only thing he takes responsibility for is pulling weeds out of the yard. We have a lawn company who mows. God damn! He is supposed to take the trash out to the curb and has forgot so many times. I also pack his lunches and do all of his laundry. I am at my wit's end and so stressed out. He can tell I'm frustrated with his lack of help, and this has just sent me over the edge. Am I the asshole here? Edit. Since it has come up in the comments, we need me to work. I make the majority of our income. So she's the breadwinner on top of that. God bless it. Okay. Edit again. Since everyone is coming at me for this being rage bait or a fake profile, yes, I created a profile this morning, and no, I have never used Reddit before. Thanks to TikTok and the podcasts that read these posts, I decided to come here. The internet is a crazy place. I never thought I would have to defend myself on being real. Oof. Okay. Listen, Linda. This motherfucker would be on somebody pig farm in pieces if he was in my house, okay? You cannot fucking tell me that this man not only doesn't do a goddamn thing except for take his ass to whatever fucking job he's supposed to have and then come home and do absolutely nothing.
And makes less at said job.
And makes less at said job while a woman is over here working her fucking tail feather off, taking care of 2 kids, working while taking care of a 1-year-old, and also taking care of all the fucking dogs, running the entire fucking household, and you have the fucking audacity to tell her that she can clean the dog's ears too because she's home all day? Motherfucker, do you think she wants to be home all day? Would you like to trade her? I'm sure she'd trade you. I'm sure she'd trade you spots in a fucking heartbeat. You stupid motherfucker. Then, not only do we say something like that, but then we fucking double down on it. Because he didn't say anything crazy and there's a lot more she could be doing. Fuck so far off. You crazy motherfucker. I cannot with some of these fucking so-called men out there in the fucking world. Somebody didn't raise you right. Where are your parents? Because I would like to slap them both. That's what I would like to do.
He wants a mom. Basically, he wants a mom.
I would like to smack the shit out of both of his parents for this disgrace of a fucking human they have raised.
Part of one of the top comments said, sit him down and tell him his free ride is over. Right now, you are a single mom to 3 kids. If he can't pull his weight, then take that number down to 2.
Right. For shit. No, oh, God. Ugh. Yeah, he'd be out on the fucking curb in that brand new house we just built. Yeah, since you're the one paying for it anyway.
It said, you're not the asshole. You need to stop. Stop cooking for him. Stop making him his lunch. Stop doing his laundry. Stop taking care of his dog. If he doesn't... I wouldn't say stop taking care of his dog because the dog didn't do anything. But don't do his laundry. Right. Don't make his fucking lunches. Like, no. If he's going to treat your marriage like a partnership, just stop. You aren't married just to cater to him. He can pull up his big boy panties and help with all the adult responsibilities. You work too, not just him.
Right. Did I ever tell y'all about the time that I quit? My husband had a momentary lapse of judgment one time. One time he said a dumb thing. I didn't touch his laundry for 4 years. Did I tell you about that?
I knew you didn't do his laundry because he didn't think you did, because he was very picky on how his laundry had to be done. Yeah.
Yeah. I was very fucking pregnant with Noah at the time. And I decided to be nice and hang up all of his uniforms and all of his work clothes and such and his jeans and everything because he likes to hang shit. Now I know his uniforms have to go on a hanger a certain way, and I tried my best to hang them up how they should be hung up. And I thought if he was going to have anything to say about anything, it'd be that maybe I hung up a uniform incorrectly. And I would have been fine with that because they have to be just so. Or they'll get wrinkly. It's a thing. This man comes home from work. And I was like, oh, I did went ahead and put all your laundry away for you. I just figured I'd get it done since you've been working a lot more. And he was like, oh, okay. And goes in the closet. And proceeds to start taking shit off the hangers. And I was like, what you doing? Well, I mean, my jeans aren't folded right. And I said,
your jeans. Like, who cares about your jeans?
Or my jeans aren't right. And I said, excuse me? Your jeans? That you just fold in half once and flop over a fucking hanger? Like,
yeah, they're fucking jeans. Like,
as long as they're not all crinkled up in the legs, which they weren't, how the fuck else are you supposed to hang up a jean? I was real confused. Apparently, all of his pants have to be folded the fancy way with the crease down the middle.
Yeah.
Which you can't do to jeans, by the way, unless you starch them.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't stay like that, and they aren't cut that way to be fucking creased like that.
That's where his tism came out.
His tism came out. This was way before either of us knew we had the tism. And I was very pregnant and very mouthy and very hormonal.
This is also the height of summer, because this is like...
Yeah. Because this is like mid... I was literally probably a month or two away from having Noah at this point. Like, I was very fucking pregnant. And just being on my feet meant I was going to be blown up like a goddamn balloon. So the fact that I took the time to put all this laundry away, of which there were like 2.5 baskets worth of shit, because he had just gone to a school. So he had all his uniforms and all his shit. It was like a lot of stuff, okay? I did a lot of stuff. For him to bitch about how his jeans were hung up, when I tell you, I looked at that man and I said, well, no problem. You never have to worry about me touching your clothes again. He was like, what? I was like, if it has to be done a certain way and you don't like that I've put away your fucking clothes for you and you can't come home and just tell me thank you for putting away my fucking clothes, congratulations. You are now the one that does your fucking clothes. I will not be washing them. I will not be drying them. I will not be hanging them the fuck up. You have earned the job of doing your own goddamn laundry. Don't even put them in my fucking laundry basket. You get your own. And for 4 years, that is what happened. I held that grudge for 4 fucking years over jeans. Do not fuck with me on that shit. Like, you can't just be appreciative.
Yeah, it'd be different. It'd be different
how you want later and don't say nothing.
It'd be different if it was like his uniform slacks. Like, that would be creased if they were hung up wrong. But like, and he could have been nicer about it. Like, oh, like, he's like, this is just how I. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, thank you. This is just how I am. Like, I just like my jeans this way. I know, but like, if he took a different approach, you know?
Yeah, because he was like irritated that he had to take them all off the hangers and redo them, and I was like, you've lost your goddamn mind. Like,
you could just basically ball jeans up. Like, who cares?
And he learned so fast that day. He learned so fast. And he has never ever criticized another motherfucking thing I have ever done after that day, because he knew how dead goddamn serious I was. And the fact that I literally never touched his fucking shit ever again for 4 years. Don't play with me. Don't play. Don't play. Don't play with me. Anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm a petty bitch.
And that's the story of Nikki held a grudge for 4 years over jeans.
Over jeans, you're goddamn right I did. Am I the asshole for holding a grudge for 4 years over jeans? You tell me in the comments below. Oh, shit.
Or was she justified?
Or was I justified? Now, granted, my husband's a fucking saint, so don't worry. He's not this guy that we just talked about. But he learned so fast. And now everything's, oh my gosh, thanks, babe. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Or don't worry about it, honey. I'll do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, you fucking will. Some bitch.
Well,
Anyway.
I think that's what we got for. I mean, we have more, but we can save them for another time.
Yeah, we'll do another one. These are fun.
Yeah, because we're coming up on an hour. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least pass the time. Yeah.
And I've got some. They do pass the time, but you know what? It's fun. I like it. And I have like still some dinner sitting next to me that I'm considering eating on, but I don't know. I know I have not consumed enough calories today.
Mm-hmm.
I know I haven't because I've barely eaten anything. But I'm not hungry.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a fun game to play. How much is too much and how much is not enough?
That's basically my mom.
Because I'm not hungry.
My mom could go days without eating. She has to like remind herself to eat. She just has like set times that she eats. She eats at like 12 and she eats at 6. And so.
Yeah. So. Anyway, that's it for this. Let's hit the fun and fuckery portion. Are you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. I love that little video so much. Okay. Well, we got. Sorry, I did it again. I hate that it stays highlighted after you play it, because if you hit any fucking buttons at all, it replays the fucking video. So I gotta know to like unhighlight it or click off of it or something. It's so annoying.
Maybe you can cut it out. Or if you don't care enough.
I don't give a fuck. I couldn't give a fuck. I couldn't give two shits or a furry fuck, because this is the fun and fuckery portion. So if it's here and it's queer and it's staying, and I don't care. Okay?
Okay.
That's where we're at. They know what it is. After that video plays, they know what they're getting, okay? Mm-hmm. They know that all this shit just devolves. And it is what it is. Alright? Let's do a fucking Mad Lib. Alright? Because I need to eat food and shower and get this makeup off my face and all that good jazz. You need words from me. Yes?
I do. Is it the Tonight at the Rusty Anchor?
Yes, ma'am. And we are still in our Golden Girls. Oops, shit. I gotta figure out where my camera is. Golden Girls Mad Libs. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do the damn thing.
I need a silly word plural.
Egads.
Egads. Gee Willikers, Batman. Plural noun.
Horses. Don't ask me why.
I guess I say horse. Oh, you're such a horse, son. So like, son of a whore. You're a horse, son.
Fuck it. Do it. I don't care.
Do it, horse sons. Okay, I'll do it.
I don't know what that is.
Whore. It's the word whore and the word son. So you're a whore son. You're the son of a whore. Oh, you fucking horse.
Do
son.
it.
Yeah, horse sons.
Do it.
Okay. Noun.
Hardwood floor.
Getting real creative, I see.
Not really.
I know, sarcasm, bitch.
I know.
Type of liquid.
Toilet wine.
Oh, going to like your prison wallet, you know?
Yep.
Adjective.
Cantankerous.
Cantankerous. Adjective.
Jolly.
Jolly on Christmas. Verb ending in ing.
You already know what it is. Fucking.
Noun.
Okay, so I'm going to preface this because it has a story. So the fact that what this title is on this, it's obviously talking about a bar. And I feel like every bar is got like this dusty old basement. And every basement's got to have a basement demon.
Mm-hmm.
So a basement demon.
Basement demon.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the bar in Golden Girls. When I saw the title, Rusty Anchor, I just thought of Krusty Krab. So
yeah, because the Krusty Krab.
Krusty Krab. Or
pizza.
Pizza for me.
I love it.
Verb.
Twaddle. TWATTLE. It means to gossip.
I was thinking twaddle like waddle, but with a T.
Nope.
Oh,
like twat.
Twat.
Yeah.
Twat you want. Adjective.
Yeah. Here's another fun word for you. Cockalorum. Means boastful.
Spell that.
Cock.
Cock. Gotta. Mm-hmm.
And then Lorum. Cockalorum.
I was like, you're like cock? I'm like doodle.
Doodle.
Type of food.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres. Or I'm gonna assume I spelled that right. Noun.
A jukebox stuck on YMCA.
YMCA.
Just playing YMCA over and over again.
Stuck on YMCA. Verb.
This is also fun. I learned a lot of new words today. Beswicken. It means to deceive.
Beswicken. She beswicken me.
So it's Beswican. Beswicken.
ICAN. Oh, that's not how I spelled it. Okay.
Yeah, it's close enough.
I mean, it's kind of like Bewitched. It's like Bewitched and like, Wiccan, Okay.
Yeah, Beswicken.
This is called Tonight at the Rusty Anchor. Looks like a really sloshed Blanche picture as like
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay. Yep. There you go.
There it is.
Musical Monday. Start the week right let me start over. Musical Monday. Start the week right with 2-for-1 My Egads as we sing the classics from your favorite Broadway whoresons. Tiptoe through Tuesday. There's nothing better than an ice-cold hardwood floor and songs from an era gone by. Wet and Wild Wednesday. 2-for-1 shots of toilet wine.
Oh no!
Show us what the good Lord gave you in your cantankerous white T-shirt. Thirsty Thursday. Join some of our nation's jolly heroes, astronauts, as they take time off fucking on Earth and rehydrate with our Tang teenies. Remember when Tang was everywhere? Like, remember, like,
oh my God, yeah.
Tang? It was like a monkey, like an orangutan, I think.
The monkey, yeah.
Yeah.
Orangutan.
That's like what they give astronauts. I don't even know if that stuff exists anymore.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Flip Cup Friday. It's game night at the Rusty Basement Demon. The more you twaddle, the more cockalorum we look. Saturday, we're grilling hors d'oeuvres out on the patio. Start early with a bite and leave late with a jukebox stuck on YMCA. Sing it out Sunday. Tonight, ladies beswicken for free as long as they come with a song to sing. The end.
Love that. Ladies beswicken.
Beswicken. The ladies beswicken.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That's all we got.
That's enough. That's enough.
Julie, do the thing.
I'm afraid there are no more things to do.
That's it. There's no more things to do.
Got.
I got a shower and I'm gonna go eat.
Same.
Maybe eat the rest of this stuff.
I'm gonna go have ice cream and make my stomach hurt, but still enjoy it.
Hey, some things are worth shitting for.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes you just gotta go clean out. Just gotta have a good clean out every now and then.
All right, man.
It's nature's laxative.
That's right. Lactose. When we're old and you can't digest it.
Nope.
It's good for you. Anyway, that's it. Catch us on all the podcasty things.
All the socials.
All the socials we are, except for Reddit, all the socials we are at the NDC podcast. Come hang out with us on Facebook. That's where we are most active. Where most of our people are. We're growing over there, girl. We're almost at 3,200.
I saw that.
Making our way
downtown
to 3,200 followers. Making our way downtown, walking fast, faces passing home now. Sorry.
Gotta do the Terry Crews thing.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
And I'll miss you. But we gotta go.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
That's enough. Follow us on all things. Okay, we love you. Bye.